Hey, what's up, nerds? How you guys doing today? Hopefully you're having a great morning. Hopefully everything's going well for you. I'm going to be doing a head shave today. This is I'm going to call it my Steve the Suffolk shaver request shave. He asked if I would grow out my hair for 7 days and then use my Maggard slant, which I got set up with a Personna blade. I got the Personna Platinum Chrome or the Personna Red, I've heard it called different things, blade in there, and he asked if I'd use a Stirling soap, so I'm going with Stirling Mountain Man. And I chose the Mountain Man scent because it's been kind of stormy and fall weather here, and I just thought the Mountain Man I thought that scent, the smell of it, I got it pressed into my bowl already, just kind of went with the way the weather is up here in the Northeast right now. So I'm going to be using my 22 mil black synthetic brush from Maggard razors, and yeah, I've wetted my head a couple of times this morning so it can get a little moisture onto the hair. So I'm just gonna get right at it. So Steve, he commented down on one of my videos asking if I'd grow it out for 7 days and then, you know, see how the slant performed. And I said no problem. Luckily at work we have to wear, you know, in the Navy, whenever we're in uniform, and outdoors we have to have a cover on or a hat. You know, we have to wear a hat. And so luckily at work and when I've been outdoors, you know, I've been able to put a hat on to cover up my receding hairline, but I don't really like wearing hats. So luckily, you know, guys at work gave me a little bit of a hard time, but nothing too terrible. So but I am excited to shave it off. This is the longest it's been in months, and so I'm excited to, you know, get it back to being smooth. But yeah, so he commented, asked if I would grow it out for 7 days and use the slant, and I said sure, no problem. And then I asked him if he'd like any blade that he wanted me to see. He wanted me to see me use, and he said a Personna. I said got it. And then he said then I asked him about a soap, and he said Stirling, and I said yep, will do. So this is Steve. Hopefully you get to watch this and enjoy it. And I think he picked Stirling, he said, because of the overall performance of their soaps, and they do perform really well. I have a couple other their scents, but the Mountain Men just seem to go really nice with the weather we're having here in the Northeast. So it's going to be a little different lather for me with so much hair on my head. We'll have to see how it changes, because I'm sure there's some moisture already locked in to my hair. So we'll see how that changes my overall lather. And guys, I appreciate everybody who's kind of weathered the storm of all the videos I've put out. I've had a lot on backlog, and so I wanted to get those out so I can start releasing videos, making a video, doing a shave, recording it, and then releasing the video closer to when I actually do the shave, where it's not, you know, a week or two later that I'm actually posting the video, but doing a shave and getting the video up either that same night or the next night or something like that, or next morning. So I'm sorry there was so many coming at once, but I was just trying to clear out my backlog and get them all out there. So, and if you skip them, that's okay too. It's not going to hurt my feelings if you fast forward through them. I know there's a lot of guys out there putting out a lot of great videos, and so, you know, if you gotta kind of fast forward through them or skip through them a little bit, or only watch the parts you're interested in, that's totally fine. Not gonna bug me one bit. So I chose this 22 mil because it seems to have a little more stiffness, a little more backbone than my other knots, and so that'd be good with all this hair to create a nice lather using a little stiffer brush this morning. So we'll see how that works. Man, it is taking a lot of water this morning. I don't know if my hair is soaking up more of the moisture since it's so much longer, or what, but this is really, soaking in a lot of water this morning. Alright, now we're getting there. Sorry if this lather takes a little longer to build, but I definitely want a nice lather with how much hair I have. Don't want to be fighting a lather this morning. I don't know if you can see it, Chris, but I got a little bit of your ridge of lather along the front, so I've been trying to imitate that by Chris from Another Cut Above. When I watch him do his head shaves sometimes, I would say quite a few times, when he's building his lather, he'll get a nice little ridge right along the front edge. And so I've been trying to imitate that. And it smells good. Alright guys, sorry that lather took a little bit to build, but I wanted to make sure it was a good lather. It feels good. It's got a good shine to it. So Maggard Slant, Personna, Platinum Chrome, or Israeli Red, Personna, Israeli, whatever. There's a lot of different ways to say it. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys to decide. Cross grain or just go straight in against the grain? What do you think? I see some disbelieving looks that I go against the grain, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to jump straight in against the grain, see how it does. So Steve, I know you didn't ask, you didn't specify if you want me to go cross grain, against the grain. I'm just going to jump straight in against the grain and see how she does. So here we go. And that's going really well. There's almost no pulling or tugging. I can tell you this, if you tried to go straight against the grain with the and this is not a knock on cartridges. For anybody who watches that uses cartridges, that's fine if that's what you like to do. there is no way you could jump straight in against the grain with this much growth with the cartridge and not have it clog up, you know, in a half inch of movement. So there's absolutely no pulling, no tugging. It's just taking the hair right down, and that's a lot of hair in my sink. Just look at all that lather that it's carrying. Hopefully, let's see if we can. Hopefully you can kind of get a see of that. I mean, it's just taking it down. It's probably going to have to be a little longer just due to the amount of growth I'm taking down. I have noticed I've had to go over the same areas a little more to get it down smooth, but that's a good shot, huh? Look at that. The touch-up pass is going to be like, there might be a lot. But I can tell you, this feels not bad. It's just taking a little longer. I think it's getting a... Yeah, my lather's getting a little dry on this side. I think usually by the time I get over there, it hasn't taken quite so long. So, whew, that's a lot of hair. I'm gonna put a little more water into the lather over on this side and around the back because it's a little dried out a little bit. You know what, guys, the back of the head has too much hair for me to go straight against the grain, so I'm going to switch to cross grain on back. It's just pulling too much. it is a weird feeling going from smooth to hair right back here. But alright, first pass done. Some cross, some against grain. Went well. I had to switch it up in the back, obviously, because that's my hair is still thicker back there. But no complaints for how much hair I had. You know, typically I wouldn't let it get this long. I think if I did get it this long, what I would do is I'd probably take some clippers I have to it first and buzz it down shorter before I went into it. But this shows, you know, even if you go, you know, a week, 2 weeks, if I would have went with the grain first, then cross grain, then against the grain, I definitely think it would have had no problems whatsoever. So, not bad. I will say this though, and this is something I thought I accounted for, but I didn't enough. I used more soap than I normally would have because I knew the hair was going to soak up some of the lather and eat up some of it. I didn't realize how much it was going to eat up, because I did probably 1.5 times the amount of soap I normally would do on a head shave, and it definitely needs, I'll probably have to reload a little bit before I do my touch-up pass. So this is going to be kind of a touch-up pass against the grain, second against the grain pass. Yep, and it's drying out again on the other side. I don't know if it's definitely not something I accounted for. I don't know if it's because my head had hair on it. I don't know why, but the lather's being a little funky today. So I'm gonna go back to the bowl, get some more, and paint it on. But yeah, definitely didn't account for how it was going to affect my lather this much. This video is definitely going to be a longer one, so I apologize. I'll try to trim down what I can, or maybe speed it up a little bit. Alright, I'm going to rinse. Definitely need to do a touch-up pass. No doubt about that. But I'm going to rinse and get a little more lather back there, and then do a touch-up and call it done. Kids are up getting ready for school. I'm probably hogging the bathroom a little bit from them. We only have one bathroom in our house, and I got 3 daughters that we all got to share it, so they're probably getting frustrated that Dad's hogging the bathroom, but they'll be alright. That's interesting, even going cross grain and then against the grain, my hair still feels about as long as if it had 2 or 3 days growth on it, so it's just taking a lot more to get it down smooth. Flash boredom, you were worried about my videos getting shorter because I was gonna start doing just straight in against the grain passes. Well, this is a long one for you, buddy. This is definitely a longer one. I don't know, guys, it might be this razor's dull. Could be that it couldn't handle that much growth, but it is just right over here on this side. It seemed to have lost all its efficiency. I'm going over these same spots over and over and over, and it's just not really doing anything, it feels like. I'm gonna give it one more shot, and if it's not, I'm gonna have to probably just stop this video, end it there, switch out the blade, finish up. Let's see if we can't. Everywhere else is smooth now. Just right over here on this side, it's just not wanting to go. Alright guys, I am use this the Personna, but that's as smooth as I'm gonna go. That's as good as it's gonna get today. If I have to do a little work tomorrow on it, just to pick up any of the extra, that's fine, but I'm afraid if I keep going, I'm just gonna over shave, and it's gonna have terrible irritation, which it might already. I'm gonna do my Kevy Shaves head wash here. Yeah, so that you know, and it could have been the blade doling out. You know, it could have just been. I haven't had great success with the Personna. I'll give me this one. So I had great success with the Personna on my head shaves. As is. Here we go with the Allen block. You know, I've used it a couple of times. I don't think I've ever used it on camera, but the times I've used it, it's probably a good 2 months ago. Maybe not that long, month and a half. It didn't give a very good head shave. It wasn't very efficient. Just didn't give a great head shave, but when Steve asked for it, I thought, you know what, I'll give it a shot, just see how it all goes. But I think part of it could have been the blade. I think if I would have used a brand new feather, maybe the Wilkinson sword, Gillette 7 o'clock sharp edge, Balzano, I think I would have had a much different result with it. So, but it was a good experience. It was fun to do. Learning experience. I'll probably never grow my hair out 7 days and just go straight into it. I'd probably buzz it down first, or definitely take much more time and go with the grain, cross the grain, against the grain, probably against the grain again, then touch up. You know, it would require a lot more passes. So yeah, that's the shave, guys. Wasn't great, was long, not super enjoyable for me. Hopefully you got something out of it. Steve, sorry, was not a great shave. Yeah, just this wasn't what I was hoping for. Was not what I was hoping for. But that's the way it goes sometimes. I think part of it was my fault. I didn't use enough soap at first. I could have loaded more soap. Don't think the Personna, it works for me on my head shaves. Probably won't be going back to that. That's my 3rd time using one, and I've used it in different handles each time, and so but alright, rinse this off, do a little witch hazel to finish up. We'll see how it feels. You never know, maybe maybe post-shave Phil, this is gonna be the best shave I've ever had, post-shave Phil. But during the shave was terrible, to be honest. It was just over and over and over, and it started, yeah, just was not fun. Not terrible, I shouldn't say terrible. I've had worse. But it was not a fun, enjoyable, relaxing shave like I was hoping it to be. So, alright guys, there you have it. At least it's back to smooth. Can't really see my receding hairline anymore, so that's good. Hopefully you guys have a good day. Hopefully everything's going well in life. Hopefully your shaves are going great. And please comment, please subscribe, please share. If you have any more requests, please don't make them 7-day requests, because that was a little long for me to shave it down. But alright guys, have a great night. We'll talk to you later. Bye.